It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Milwaukee Bucks at their home, BMO Harris Bradley Center. Well, for Milwaukee, they are really playing at a high level right now, going 8-1 over the last 9 games. And we'll be seeing Kyrie Irving here tonight, easily one of the best point guards in the league. Kenny, where do you have him on the list? Top 3?
Yeah, of course. Top 3, that's not even a question. I'm trying to figure out if he's 1, 2, or 3. Steph Curry's always going to be there, Russell Westbrook, and then
Chris Paul
and himself. So now you got 4 guys.
Damian Lillard.
It's not, I would put Damian Lillard in that 5 through 10 category and put those guys in 1, 2, 3. You think Westbrook, Steph, and you know what I said about Steph. What'd you say?
He makes it look effortless.
So I think so, yeah, but he is in the top 3. He could take over a game, great scoring ability, best handles in the game, right neck and neck with Steph Curry. And what we call Steph?
And add on what you say, Kenny. To add on what you say, he shows up in big games that matter the most. It's hard to discount his ability to make big shots. I like this guy. I'm going to say he's definitely number 2.
Time to go courtside. Kevin Harlan standing by.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court advantage. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. For the Cavaliers, this is the last game before heading back to Cleveland. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer, Steve, to where they were a season ago.
And I think for the Cavaliers, they've looked decidedly average here in the early stages of the season. And that's shocking when you consider the kind of success they're coming off from a year ago.
Yeah, it really is shocking. I mean, they're a team with too much talent to be toiling in the middle of the pack. It's going to take somebody lighting a fire under these guys.
And let's get a quick pregame update from David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Kidd.
Well, guys, for a long time, the city of Milwaukee has been an NBA backwater. But with new ownership, a respected head coach, and a lot of young talent, it's a new day here. Coach Jason Kidd said, "We don't want to be a layover city. We want coming here to be like going through the Texas Triangle, where if you have a dogfight in Chicago one night, you know you're in for a dogfight here the next night." Kevin?
All right, thanks, D.A. And the Bucks are a team that really doesn't rely on the three-pointer. They're looking to get to the rim and attack it whenever they get a chance.
And that flies in the face of conventional wisdom in this day and age. The Bucks actually were dead last in attempted threes last season by a wide margin. Several teams in the league took twice as many threes as the Bucks did. And part of it is because the Bucks aren't that great at making threes. Not terrible, but their personnel doesn't lend itself to a lot of three-point shots.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. And it's Irving in at the point guard. Antetokounmpo dishes to Henson. Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It's good.
And Antetokounmpo just, showing you once again what an all-around superb talent he is. He really moves that ball on offense.
Now, here is Irving. Last game, 26 points. Here's Love. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Parker. Antetokounmpo passes to Dellavedova. Screen by Parker. Dellavedova kicks to Middleton. Shot from 12. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Middleton's got his first basket.
Hard to disrupt or shake Middleton when he's in the zone. Doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's still going to get his shot up and down.
Now, here is Irving. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Love wide open. He fires. Here's Thompson. A stupendous finish in traffic.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Dellavedova kicks to Henson. Back to Dellavedova. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
James outside. Pass to Irving. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Kyrie Irving, an incredible ball handler. Maybe the best in the league. You know what? He may be the best ball handler ever. I mean, he's just so deceptive. He gets wherever he wants, when he wants. And then you couple that with his ability to shoot the basketball. He just puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense.
And he can't get the first one. And an interesting tidbit about Kyrie Irving. He said he used to dribble his basketball with a plastic bag around it to make his feel for the ball even better. I like it.
Left no stone unturned.
Exactly.
I mean, he used to play every day after school from 4 to 10 p.m. When did he study? I mean, that's the kind of
Duke.
Yeah, that's the kind of obsessive dedication that gives you a chance to play at the highest level.
And the second free throw, good. The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Henson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
How about early attack mode? I love the approach he's coming to this game with. Really strong.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Inside, deflects the pass. Yep, that one goes in there. Henson's got 6.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
We call that a high percentage shot, and when he's the guy taking it, I'd even say it's automatic.
And Thompson throws it down.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Bucks leading by 3. And Henson gets it to go on the assist from Dellavedova. 8 points for Henson.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Parker with the steal. Here's the break. Ahead. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got his second bucket.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now here is Dellavedova. He had 16 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the stripe.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Chris Middleton. From 11 feet away, here's Thompson, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
Here's Irving, just 5 on the clock. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 6 points for Kyrie Irving. Parker, right side. Henson in the corner. A floater, and Thompson sends it back. LeBron outside. The dish now to Love. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. One of the more polarizing players in the league is Kevin Love in Minnesota. He had multiple seasons, Greg, of up around 26 points, 13 rebounds a game, and yet some said he wasn't a true superstar.
Well, they criticize him for not winning in Minnesota. Now in Cleveland, they point to his reduced stats. He just wants a chance to win, though, and he knew he'd have to make some sacrifice.
He doesn't get the second one.
You know, one of the hardest things to do is to live up to the word potential when it's thrown around the player for so long. That was certainly the case with Antetokounmpo for most of his career. I mean, he's lived up to the hype and is realizing everything that fans hoped he would become when he first started his journey in the NBA.
Middleton can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 5. In the corner, it's James. The pass to Thompson. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. As you said, potential can be a curse at times. So many players fizzle out after flashing moments of greatness. Giannis is living up to the hype.
Yeah, and I think you've got to give his coaching staff a lot of credit for that because they've been believers in Antetokounmpo throughout his career, and that helps, especially with a young player. They've brought him along, I think, at just the right pace. Took some time to figure out how best to use such a unique talent with his size, but I think he's got a great upside and will be a real force for years to come.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Irving dishes to Love. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
James with it. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Philadelphia. Love the pass to Irving. It's good. Irving's got his third basket of the night.
Well, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And the city of Cleveland still aglow from their first major professional sporting title in over 52 years.
They waited a lifetime, Kevin. In the end, it was a native son, LeBron James, who returned to lead them to glory. You just couldn't script it any better.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Milwaukee.
And not a lot of attempts from beyond the break. Those deeper three-pointers can be a little outside of some players' range, but they've got guys who can make that shot. I think that's just an outlier so far.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Dellavedova kicks to Henson. Stolen by Thompson. Smith outside. Back to Irving. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And a look at the 2K leaderboard now at the list of centers and power forwards who have been in a great rhythm at the free throw line over the last 10 games. Second, Thon Maker. Third is Kevin Love.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It really does. I mean, defenders have to be a little more cautious than they would be ordinarily. Hack one of these fellas, and they'll cash in.
Here's James. It's a pick by Love. Smith with it. He's picked up by Parker. The drive by Love. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Milwaukee in the lead. Dellavedova dishes to Henson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. And last season for the Bucks was a bit of a letdown year. Came into the season with such high hopes after making the playoffs in 2015. But they just couldn't keep the postseason streak going.
And you know, guys, sometimes growth isn't always linear. It's not always a natural, steady progression forward. Sometimes you take a step back, you might go sideways. And that's kind of what happened with the Bucks. They're still a team that's on the come. I thought they showed that in some big wins from what was a disappointing season last season. But there were enough flashes there where you can see this team being a playoff team in the future.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Parker. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Brogdon subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And so it's Cleveland with it. They trail by 3. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
A different look for Milwaukee. Maker comes in for John Henson. And Tony Snell subbed in for Chris Middleton. That one drops. He ties it up.
And the Cleveland Cavaliers winning the first title in franchise history, upsetting the favorites, the Golden State Warriors. First time ever a team returned from a 3-1 deficit in the finals to win.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the bucket by the Bucks. Williams kicks to Korver. Clock at 4. Fires from deep. Beasley with the rebound. And GA, the Cavs are now the hunted team. Do you like their chances of repeating as champions?
I think they've got as good a chance as anyone, and probably better because they really have owned the East. If they can stay healthy, no reason to think they can't do it again.
Here's Williams, following the basket by Thon Maker. Shumpert in the corner. Shot from the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Williams a screen. Outside for Korver. Korver missing again.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. The offensive rebound. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Korver's got his first points of the game.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Here's Maker. Rebound by Williams. Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Fry slams it in.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Now here's Teletovic. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Fades back, misses off the right iron. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Magic.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Now here's Williams. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Here's Brogdon. Three-pointer. Snell. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backdoor.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And Milwaukee has possession after the missed 3 from Deron Williams. Maker, no one around him, and he's good on the 3-ball. Maker's got 7 points.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Left side Williams, trying his luck deep. Can't hit that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Teletovic in the corner, and stolen by Fry. Outside Shumpert. Outside Korver. And a miss there on the triple.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
No one near Teletovic as he lets it go. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And he makes that one.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Milwaukee.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Bucks. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And checking out Cleveland, they find themselves in the 7th spot.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they have hit the ground running this year. The work they did in the offseason has paid huge dividends right away.
Sure it has. I mean, they came out of the preseason with a real air of confidence. There may not have been many outsiders who believed in them, but now plenty of people do.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both.
You know, last season, and with the roster this young, you knew there would be growing pains. It's inevitable. You know, you can play inconsistent at times or simply play to the level of their opponent is what the Bucks were doing at times. All part of the process here, and they know they have to be patient.
And with the growing pains of the Bucks last season, turnovers were a part of those struggles. Happens to young teams, and they were no exception.
Hey, no pain, no gain. I know that's trite and simple, but it's real. You don't grow without some struggle. And the process of molding a team together takes time. Players figuring out their roles, coaches figuring out their players and vice versa, rotations being tweaked. I think it's just a matter of learning and growing through your mistakes, and down the road they'll be much better for it.
First one falls for it. And Kyle Korver in 2015 winning the Sportsmanship Award, and more importantly, his first All-Star appearance at the age of 33.
Yeah, pretty rare to see that, but credit his dedication. He continues to work on his game, work on his body, and he gets better and better. Not content to be a shooting specialist, he wants to have a complete game.
All free throws good from Korver.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
The feed now to Snell. Maker kicks to Teletovic. Maker with a screen for Teletovic. Passes it to Snell. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Kept alive. Here's Maker. Banked in off the glass. Maker's got 11.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Williams. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. The shot, no good.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Six seconds left in the first. Teletovic up and in on the layup. He has 5.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Williams from outside. No good on that last second attempt there. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Bucks lead by 8. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love, the two superstar forwards. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. And it's Thompson in at center. Here's Antetokounmpo. The Cavaliers making the shot. And Maker the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. The drive by James inside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For Cleveland, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. And that one falls for Love. And you look at the star trio in Cleveland of LeBron, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love. Greg, how do you like the way those 3 fit together?
I think their skills complement one another. I mean, Irving can take ball handling responsibility off of LeBron's shoulders. Love rebounds, hits threes, and has good complementary skills. Chemistry, though, is more complicated. Sometimes LeBron has seemed critical of Love's play. And if you go back 3 seasons, the Cavs, they're the second youngest roster in the league. 2 consecutive #1 overall picks. And then fast forward to the present, this is a veteran-laden team with its sights squarely set on championships.
Kicks it to Henson. To the middle, Parker. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Parker's got his first bucket in this one. LeBron kicks to Love. Irving up top. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And think about that 2014 draft. The Cavs had less than a 2% chance at the #1 pick, and somehow they land Wiggins.
Yeah, and who can know if LeBron comes back to Cleveland without that asset? Sometimes Lady Luck smiles on you. The Ohio faithful, grateful for some good fortune after over 50 years of waiting for a title.
The Cavaliers have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10. And he makes the first.
And after that contract stalemate that just seemed to drag on forever last offseason, the Cavs were finally able to re-sign Tristan Thompson to that extension, 5 years and a little over $80 million. It was a protracted negotiation, but I think in the end it works out well for both parties as the Cavs want to continue to chase those titles.
And on that topic about the Tristan Thompson deal, it was a max-type contract. You don't see a lot of those for players who average less than 10 points, Greg, a game.
Yeah, but scoring isn't the strength of his game. His main talent is rebounding, especially at the offensive end of the floor. That relentless energy and his mobility for a big make him valuable.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Milwaukee took Giannis Antetokounmpo a couple of years ago in the draft, and he talked to Bucks head coach Jason Kidd. He sees a lot of superstar potential in his young big man. Kidd said, you're talking about a 7-footer who can put it on the floor, can pass the ball. He's going to play every position for us. And the coach loves his young player's disposition, too, adding, he never complains. He just goes out there and plays. Guys,
you can't help but love him. Thank you, David. Now, here is Irving. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
The Cavaliers have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now here is Dellavedova, covered by LeBron. Antetokounmpo passes to Henson. And again, the Bucks miss. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Cleveland moving the ball around. Irving dishes to Love. Back to Irving from downtown. They grab their own miss. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Clock at 6. The 17-footer. And too long on the shot.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Smith, no good. The Bucks trail. Parker kicks to Henson. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Irving, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
LeBron passes to Thompson. Misses the baby hook.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And it's Love missing. Hell of it over from outside. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 8 rebounds in this game. And it's Smith penetrating. It's deflected. Tries it from 9. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. He squares up and sinks it.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Here's Parker, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
The wingspan of Parker is what helps him get these shots off. I mean, even when he's getting fouled, he's effortless in his shot attempts.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Cavaliers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Now, here is Irving. 12 points for him. Here's James. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
They set the pick. Screen by Parker. Middleton for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Irving for 3. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And G.A., he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Here's Smith following the score by John Henson. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Tipped away. Smith for 3.
It's pretty clear that Middleton takes pride in his defense. If he can't block the shot, he's going to do everything he can to at least challenge it and disrupt the shooter.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
How about the pass pressing. They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The one thing you have to love about Jabari Parker is the level of competitiveness he brings to the court. He is always putting in the extra time at the gym, trying to lead by example on his team. You know, there's just an air, guys, of maturity around this player that you don't see from players his age in this league.
Yeah, well said, Kevin. And I think he brought some of those attributes of maturity and work ethic to the table. But I think his injury enhanced those attributes. And anytime the game is taken away due to injury and you get a chance to get back, I think there's a greater hunger and appreciation. Just to get on the floor, he had to work extremely hard. So I don't think he takes that for granted now. While it was a setback, I think it also was a launching pad for what I think is going to be an all-star career.
They get it back. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the hoop.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And gang, think about LeBron James now in his 30s. I mean, seems like he's been in this league for forever, and it's easy to forget that he's already logged over 45,000 minutes in his career. I mean, that's more than Jordan, Magic, Larry, Neek, Iverson. I mean, you could go down the list. It takes a toll on your body. I think what will help him, though, is he's got the mind. I mean, from an IQ standpoint, it's up there with the greats who've ever played the game, and that's what allows you to sustain excellence over a long period of time.
And so here's Cleveland after the basket by Milwaukee. A screen from Thompson. Williams kicks to Thompson. Korver gets a wide open look. The offensive rebound. And Henson sends it back. And the call will be against Darren Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Teletovic is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Cleveland also making some changes. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. Williams comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Amon Shumpert in for James. Milwaukee leading by 3. And LeBron still playing big minutes despite dealing, Greg, with knee and back issues over the better part of a decade.
Yeah, and we're so used to thinking of him as being superhuman. I mean, does everything he can to maintain that physicality. I mean, he's installed a cold tub in his Akron home for recovery, even cutting carbs out of his diet to slim down and reduce that wear and tear.
That free throw, no good.
Nice numbers from Henson. 12 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
So he can't get either to fall.
Free throws haven't been too kind to them here in the second quarter. I mean, you have the lead with the ability to extend that lead. In order for that to happen, you've got to make your free throws.
Feeds it to Teletovic. There's Brogdon. He's guarded by Williams. Back to Teletovic. It's Beasley on the wing. Bucks passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Cavaliers trailing. Korver kicks to Williams. Stolen by Henson. And the call will be against Darren Williams. That's foul number 2 for him.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. As long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
The Bucks making a switch here. Makers checked in. For Milwaukee, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. The first free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Well, the Cavaliers shooting in this game, 45%. Nobody near Williams. It's good from long range. Williams has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Brogdon the pass to Maker. Here's Brogdon, guarded by Fry. The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Cavaliers leading. Outside Williams. On the wing, Shumpert. He had 13 points in the win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Well, Cleveland shooting in the second quarter right around 48%. Williams for 3. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Here's Brogdon. 8 points his last outing. Here's Maker. Goes back up. Pass to Brogdon. He tries for 3. Here's Beasley. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Darren Williams. For Milwaukee, they have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And he's good on the second. And last season, Jason Kidd had to have hip surgery, which caused him to miss a large portion of the season. Casual fans, I think, why can't he just sit and coach? But there's a physical toll to coaching, as we all know.
Absolutely there is, guys. I mean, constant moving, the traveling, engaging in practice, film watching, which requires a lot of sitting. I mean, coaching an NBA team is very stressful and demanding. And hip surgery, any type of surgery for that matter, can definitely have an impact on your ability to perform as a coach. I'm actually glad to see Jason Kidd fully recovered and back to coaching his team.
The free throw drops for Korver. Both free throws good from Korver. Milwaukee's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. There's the pick. Here's Snell. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Orlando.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Swiped it away. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Finished off the break. Snell's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Outside Williams. Dishes it to Shumpert. Now here's Williams. Guarded closer. The 3 from Korver. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And that's now 9 points for Kyle Korver. Pass to Snell. He kicks it to Teletovic. Shot clock at 6. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Cleveland leading by 3. Shumpert dishes to Williams. And the 3 off target.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
It's good. There's 1:26 left in the first half. Outside Williams. There's the screen. Toledovich against Korver, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mirza Toledovich. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Check out the game for Korver. 9 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Korver. Bucks trail by 3. Now the dish to Snell. 59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. He feeds it to Maker. And Toledovich kicks to Maker. 5 on the clock. From deep. That one no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, you know, these are two teams clearly on opposite ends of the continuum in this conference. I mean, this is a team they rightly feel they can beat every time they take the court with them.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Snell, and looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Now Shumpert on the wing. Korver. Here's Fry. Missed inside.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers ahead as they end the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Duran. Lou, Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run the transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Duran. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to review the first half of action. What a game it has been for Tristan Thompson. He ended up with 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the three, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the three ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
Welcome back to the Great Lakes. We're back on the shores of Lake Michigan here in Milwaukee, and the buildings in the background at Sunset in Wisconsin. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Guys, so far we're seeing a tremendous game from Tristan Thompson so far.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
He has impacted the game in a bunch of different ways. Really going to be hard to slow him down now. I tell you what, this has been fun to watch.
The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Chris Middleton is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Henson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Here's LeBron after the basket by Milwaukee. The screen from Thompson. Smith left side. Lets it fly from 18. Stolen by Dellavedova. And here we go. Here's Middleton. Henson's shot is off.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
The free throw off from Irving. Bucks trail by 5.
Well, you can see it and feel it in certain players. I mean, that sense of timing, when to take shots, how to get them off. And Jabari Parker is one of those kinds of guys. I mean, he's got great natural instincts, particularly on the offensive end. He's got a versatile enough game to take advantage of a defender really anywhere on the floor.
Here's Parker following the basket by Kevin Love. A little pass fake there, throws the D. Nice move. That's 7 points for Parker.
Well, I like the bounce, the elevation that Parker gives you on that mid-range jump shot. Defenses can't really get to it, and that's why he's so successful with it.
Now, here is Smith. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And I think you hit the nail on the head when you said Parker has a versatile game, guys. Back to the basket, facing up on the drive. He can hurt you in so many ways.
And I like his activity without the ball, too, guys. That's another element that he brings. He's comfortable running off screens to get open, and he attacks the glass on the offensive board. Those are the little things that give him a chance to be a great player.
Dellavedova, the pass to Middleton. Wants to get it to Dellavedova and does. And Thompson sends it back. Down low, Parker with the steal. The shot by Middleton, wide open. But they'll get another chance. Offensive rebound. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Parker. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Back to Irving. And Henson sends it back. Here's Dellavedova. No good off the back of the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Smith. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Parker, with no one around, can't tie it up as that one misses. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Now here's Parker. He's got 11. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And it's 13 points for Parker.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
James kicks to Thompson. To the inside. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Parker right side. And Thompson sends it back. Irving drives in. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now here is Dellavedova. Screen by Parker. Middleton for 3. Smith with some nice D. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Thompson left side. And Henson pulls it down. Milwaukee has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Dellavedova dishes to Henson. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And Milwaukee has possession. And here is Dellavedova. He dishes it to Henson. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Henson's got 16 points.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Dellavedova, the pass to Henson from 11 feet away. And the rejection by Love. And there's the pass to Smith. Irving from long range. Milwaukee with the rebound.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Middleton outside. Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. Cavaliers with the rebound. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Parker right side. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Dellavedova dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Dellavedova. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th assist in this one. Now, here is Irving. He's got 16. Smith, the pass to Irving. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And here's the shot chart as we see how things are going.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
That's good from Irving.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He has 17 points and 5 assists.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you could say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Bucks trail by 5. The feed to Snell. To the middle. Here's Brogdon. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Brogdon's got his 2nd bucket of the night. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Williams kicks to Irving. Back to Williams. Korver against Teletovic. Passes it to Williams. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And not sure what he was thinking there. Milwaukee's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Down low, here's Brogdon, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight. Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's check out how Cleveland stacked up. 4th in lowest turnovers per game, 5th in fast break points. And they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
You know, and I go back to their low turnover numbers. It's not one of those stats that jump out at you, but trust me, turnovers kill you. And their ability to limit their mistakes has been huge.
And that one falls for Williams. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. That's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Second, the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge.
2 shots.
They're always looking to take advantage.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Cavaliers leading. Left side, Williams. Beasley with the steal. Williams with the steal. Here's Fry, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line. They're doing a great job here in the second half. They've brought their free throw percentage up quite a bit. And that's winning basketball. That's one of the ingredients in winning basketball. Good free throw shooting.
Here's Snell, guarded by Shumpert. Toledovich against Korver. 5 to shoot. Logged in the pass to Beasley. Tries from 10. Yes, that goes in. Williams with the ball. He has 7. Right side, Williams. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 5 assists tonight. Bucks trail by 4. Kicks it to Toledovich. Pass to Brogdon. Feeds it to Snell. Tipped away. Dishes to Toledovich. Beasley kicks to Maker. And, yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. Maker's got 4 this quarter. Cleveland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Williams a screen inside. Here's Shumpert. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Throw good. Iman Shumpert.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of it.
And he can't hit the second. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Brogdon. He's got 7. Pass to Snell. Here's Brogdon. Beasley the screen. Teletovic from outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Shumpert. That one goes in. Shumpert's got 8 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Brogdon. Snell kicks to Beasley. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Maker. The Cavaliers pull it in. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Korver for 3. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. It's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Snell dishes to Teletovic. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Brogdon the pass to Maker. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. They set the pick. And stolen by Darren Williams.
Yeah, they've had a few more turnovers in this one.
And Greg, in a close game like this, I mean, sometimes that's the deciding factor, taking care of the ball.
Bucks trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Teletovic from outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Korver for 3. Korver missing again. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting a troubling 38% in the 3rd. Not the finest work of this offense. Here's Brogdon. 7 points in the game. Beasley the screen. Teletovic from outside. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Kevin, that's a timely 3-pointer. You got to keep it within reach going into the 4th. They can still come back.
And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Understand something. Keep talking on the defensive end. Stay the course.
Coach Jason Kidd, he's helped create an identity for this team, there's no doubt. Wants them to stay in character.
Yeah, and how they perform defensively, the effort they give on that end, it really is a big part of that.
And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Cleveland leading by 4, so on the floor for Cleveland. Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. And it's Irving at the 1. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Throw good, Smith. Smith hits them both. Bucks trail by 6. Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. There's the dish to Dellavedova. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Smith wide open. He fires. Love. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Cavaliers lead by 8. The Bucks shooting for the game at 42%. Dellavedova dishes to Henson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Irving passes to Love. He kicks it to James. Thompson, a screen on Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Smith with it. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Smith.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Dellavedova. Henson dishes to Antetokounmpo.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Irving passes to James. Back to Irving. Rebound by Parker. Bucks trail by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's James following the basket by Chris Middleton. Smith kicks to Thompson, and that one drops. Thompson's got 21. Bucks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And John Henson with the slam.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul. And LeBron James, a 4-time MVP, widely considered as the best basketball player in the world. The last few seasons, though, Steph Curry has called that into question. What do you think, Greg?
Well, listen, Steph Curry's amazing, but I think when you look at the overall impact on the game, I'd still give a slight edge to LeBron James. He does everything from rebounding like a forward to scoring like a wing to passing like a point guard.
Both free throws good for LeBron. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Dellavedova kicks to Middleton. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Nice shot by James.
Just love the focus when he gets around the rim. How huge could those 2 points be?
Dellavedova dishes to Middleton. He feeds it to Parker. And the rejection by Love. From 17 feet out, Milwaukee with the rebound. Over to the left wing. That's a 2 from Parker, and it's Parker again missing.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now. What a night it's been for Parker so far. He has 9 rebounds, and he's stolen the ball 4 times. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
And that one falls for Parker.
The exceptional Parker will only continue to get better over time. I mean, he has tremendous drive to be one of the all-time greats.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here's LeBron inside. It's tipped. And Henson sends it back. Dellavedova from outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Outside Irving. In the corner, it's James. Baseline jumper. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Bucks trail by 3. Now here is Dellavedova. That one, no good. Good D by Thompson. Smith the pass to James. Rebound, Milwaukee. On to Tacumbo's got his 8th rebound here tonight. In the corner, Middleton with it. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Bucks. Irving drives in. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Softly drops in the floater. And the Bucks lead by 2.
When Antetokounmpo is in the paint, you need to find him. You have to give him the ball there. I mean, he's an absolute monster in the post because he can shoot over most guys. And if he's defended well, he'll find you if you're open as a teammate.
Another miss by LeBron. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 17-7 run. Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Stolen by Thompson. Puts one up from 19. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Love. 20 points for Kyrie Irving. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Dellavedova dishes to Middleton. Back to Dellavedova. Deflects the pass. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
And, Greg, we know how important every basket is, especially at this stage. And to me, that just looked like one of those inexcusable breakdowns.
Here's Irving. Jabari Parker making his last shot. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And here we go. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Parker's got 14 points now in the second half. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Good D by Thompson. For Cleveland, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the 4th. Love kicks to James. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Now Dellavedova. He dishes it to Henson. A fader, and it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Screen by Smith. Outside Irving. Love the pass to James. Shoots from the right block. Stolen by Henson. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good by Parker. And here's Irving. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Smith. Great D that time for Middleton.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Irving. No good there. The Bucks go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And Milwaukee has possession, following the score by Cleveland. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by LeBron. On up the court. And there's Love. That's good on the assist by LeBron. And that's 15 points for Kevin Love. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
With the fadeaway. Henson's shot is off. Cavaliers leading. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Dellavedova. He can't get it to go. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Middleton kicks to Dellavedova. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Bucks lead by 1.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots and typically good things happen.
From deep, James. The rebound by the Bucks. Henson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. In the corner, Middleton with it. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
James outside. Gets the bucket and the foul on Antetokounmpo. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Jelinovich is checked in. Free throw good, James.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
There's a good screen. Henson with the screen. Dellavedova kicks to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. From beyond the arc, Love grabs the board. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. First one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big 2-possession game.
There's a screen. Henson with the screen. Parker outside. Fires top of the key. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Irving kicks to James, 11 feet away, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. James has got 12 now in this quarter.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten about it. I mean, what a pair of back-to-back performances we're seeing. Awesome.
It's a pick by Love. LeBron against Toledovich. And again, it's LeBron James.
And we've seen him do that before. Batter a defense by just exploding to the basket.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 6. 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Middleton kicks to Dellavedova. Good. And now they trail by just 4. And he commits the intentional foul. The first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They trail by 6. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, time a huge factor right now. They've got to get points and then the foul.
Yeah, it has to be quick because every tick is critical.
Seconds left in the fourth. Beyond the arc. Tips it. Love grabs the board. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson. Taking 2 shots.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Probably impossible for them to come back now.
Yeah, far too much work left to be done and not nearly enough time to get it done in.
Outside Williams. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. But first, the post-game show with Ernie Johnson just a few aisles above us.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Tristan Thompson.
It's amazing how often he was able to slash right through the defense and get to the rim for an easy deuce. Come on, man. They couldn't stop his penetration, Ernie. All those points he racked up from the paint made a big difference.
His highlight reel is something to watch, guys. I mean, he just simply attacked the rim. He played aggressively, did not back down from anyone. He kept the momentum moving in their favor.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Yes.
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.